of that is Delta. I just want to point to Delta very quickly. You see this breakdown and hold, and now it's trying to get out at the side of this trend line. It's happening. It's not happening in a vacuum. There's two things that are happening here. Delta is holding its 200 week, hammer off of there, downtrend trying to break out. And when I go to the internals of that stock, there's two things I want to point to. Delta has, every time it's pulled back, this was the capitulation low, we had panic. Rallied up, tried to come back again right here, it had panic. And now it's trying to break out, and I'll show you this on here, on the 2040 crossover. This is the stock that broke down into here. This right here is capitulation, high volume, force index is at a low, rallies higher, comes back. This day here, this was a big, I think they had a problem there with the terminals or whatever it was, software. It breaks down, high volume. During this push down, that's this bar right here on our other system, we have a panic, okay? And then it holds. To me, if it breaks out above here, and it's cool that it has a crossover as well. And the last thing we have that we can speak on is the valuation. So if I take you back to our valuation chart, you'll see that on an earnings yield basis, now it is probably one of the highest earnings yields I think that's out there. Let's take a look. So yeah, it's the highest. It's 16% earnings yield. That's the highest that we have. It's trading at, under 1x sales. These got to as high as 2 in the past. There's not a lot of short. Free cash flow yield at 14%. All right. So the growth rates have come down, and we know that these can change. But in terms of if we're trying to play the market, we're trying to get potentially a tightening between transports and the headline indexes, and we want to go to individual stocks. That's a place to look. The last thing I want to